Hey guys, it's Maymay and welcome back to another Christmas in July video. And you won't see any Christmas today, except you'll know that I'm helping you with some gift ideas. I think this is a really neat idea. You guys send me stuff like this all the time. Let me show you. You guys make me these cute little gifts where you're covering little legal pads or you're covering Post-it notes. This is one that I reach for a lot that's like this. And all it is like just a, look, there's notes, a little covered little legal pad situation that's decorated. And I thought this would be a great gift for others. So let me show you what we're going to do. I bought these legal pads. These are from Sam's. You can get them in a pack of like 24, pretty cheap. And I had it in the office and I was looking at doing this. And Shannon, I'm going to show y'all because I think this is funny. All of you guys always say, how do y'all come up with these things? Here's literally what happened. Shannon went, hey, I think this would do like this. This is one of our folios. You recognize that? And I was like, I think it will too. So we're going to do it. Let me show you what edits we've made and how we've made this happen. And we're going to be using the Let's Create to do it. So we're going to do this much like our photo folio, except we're making a couple of little edits, meaning we're not going to have a photo flap. We don't need that for the legal pad. So what we've got here is an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. And then I've got an 8.5 by 8 piece of cardstock. Now I want you to put this guy in your scoreboard on the 8-inch side, okay? And I want you to score it at 6 inches and 6 1/4. Okay, so you'll recognize this as we start to put it together. So 6 inches and 6 1/4. And then on your other sheet, this is your full 8.5 by 11. We're going to score it like we did before. We're going to score it at 3, 9, and 9 1/4. So that one is familiar. All right, let's assemble. The first thing we want to do is we want to fold and crease all of our score lines. Okay, so remember this kind of look? Before we would have had another 3-inch flap here, but today we don't. Today, we're just going to glue this directly here, and this is going to create our legal pad holder. So I'm just going to use some regular art glitter glue. You could use sticky tape here if you wanted to. I'm just going to use the art glitter glue. Now I want to say this. I made a legal pad holder years ago. Like I went and looked and I want to say it was in 2014. It was a long time ago, okay? By the way, you're going to glue this right to this flap, right to that first score line without going over, okay? Just right to it because you still want to be able to have that little gusset right there. See that? So I made one of these ages ago for a legal pad and I did not make it where the pad could be removed. And that was the biggest question that I got from that one is how can we replace the legal pad? So I'm going to show you how to do that today. So be ready for that in just a few minutes. Let's go ahead and make this a pocket just to get it out of the way. And what we're going to do is glue the top and the bottom and just close this over. So we're just gluing 2 sides and closing that down. And that will give us the same like our folio. If you've not seen the folio, we're going to link all that for you too. But I'm going to reference it a good bit because we have made it a lot. And this is very much like it. So now I have a pocket. I'm going to pinch that a little bit. You know, I've told you I'll pinch at the top and bottom. And you see how I got this little lift? I need a little lift. I don't want too much lift because I want my things to stay in it. But I need a little lift to be able to slide things in it easy. So this is like the major construction. Look familiar? But what I want to do is make that piece to put my legal pad in right here. So let's do that. This is where our legal pad is going to live, but I want it to be able to slide in and out so you can replace it. Now, I'm going to tell you full disclosure, I do not believe this will hold up as long as you think it will, even though we're going to add some reinforcements and things like that. You probably could replace your legal pad maybe 2 or 3 times, but by the 4th or 5th time, you're going to probably need to just remake one of these, but that's fine. It'll be very, very useful. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a little slide pocket for it right here, and I've chosen this page to do that with. This is just from my paper pack. So here's what you're going to do. This piece is 7 by 8.5, and we're going to score it. I'm going to put it in my scoreboard on the 7-inch side, and I'm going to score it at 6 1/2. Then I'm going to turn it all the way around. Watch this. I'm going to turn it all the way around and score it again at 6 1/2. But the reason for that is I struggle getting my fingers over here to score half. So I really just need a 1/2 inch on this side and a 1/2 inch on this side. And that's how I get it. Then I'm going to turn it sideways and score a 1/2 inch at the bottom. But I don't need one at the top because this is going to be our pocket opening. Now I'm going to do something here. I call this mitering the corner. You might have seen it done a different way or called something else, but that's what I call it. Where my score lines cross over right here, they might be hard for you to see, but they cross over right here. I'm going to take my scissors and cut across at an angle like this So I've got score line, and then I get rid of that bulk, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. That's just so I can turn this without all this extra bulk on the bottom that you really don't need. All right, let's fold and crease. So you see how we get a little bit of that bulk taken out by cutting those little angle pieces? That's all we were looking for, just moving some of that out of our way. So now we'll go back to our folio, and we're going to glue this in. Now again, sticky tape is probably a really good option here because this is going to be holding a lot of the weight. I am just going to use art glitter glue. I'm also very confident in this art glitter glue, but if you have sticky tape and you want to use it, this is a good place to do it. I try to tell y'all that because I get a lot of questions about how do you decide what, when, and where on your adhesives. This is a spot where you could do that. You could switch it up. All right, this guy is going to get glued right inside of this section. You're going to go inside your gusset scores, okay? It'll make sense when you lay this down because you have a gusset to one side and a gusset to the other. And I, again, am going to pinch it a little bit because I don't want it super, super flat. I want to have room for my legal pad to slide in. Now, it won't go to the top. There's a reason for that. Let me show you. Legal pads, and I feel like they're all going to be different. Do you see how this one looks like it goes all the way to the top, but it really doesn't? When you slide it in, it needs a little bit of room up there for where the adhesive is. And if you do it like this, I found that it lays really well. And I've got room around it. But one reason I did that is because let's say you pick up this legal pad and someone else gets one and it might be 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch bigger. Either way, it'll still fit in this pocket. So I kind of like that. And then for some people, this can also become a pocket depending on what they want to put in there. You never know. But I like the way that sits just like that. And that way your pad can come in and out and it's easy. So we can make these over and over and over again without a lot of engineering. So I'm going to take my stub and scallop punch, and on this little piece that will be the closure flap, I'm going to give it a little fancy little frilly part there. I think it'll be cute, little something to dress it up so it's not just a square. You can do that with any corner punch, a rounder, an angler, whatever you want to do there. You might even have some of the fancy, like the Dress My Craft ones. And when this is all decorated, that'll really show and it'll be super cute. I also want to install a magnet. I do like the idea of a magnet, and I think you'll get your use of the magnet in here. For the magnets, I'm going to be using these basic gray magnets. You need a plus and a minus, and I'm using the larger of the two. And you might be thinking, now, Maymay, if you said this is not going to be a permanent thing, and it might be something you replace over time, why use your good magnets? Well, here's the deal. If there comes a time I need to replace this, recycle it, what have you, I can always harvest these out. They're not there, you know, I can always cut the paper open and get them out if I find that they've kind of lived their life. Okay, put the negative on the back. We're going to peel that backer off. Placing magnets is super easy. Super easy. You just do that number. They're both stuck down. They have self-adhesive. And then all you want to do is make sure you're nice and square. So you might even want to stand this up and make sure you're nice and square, because once you put this magnet on, that's where it's going to close, okay? So I'm going to press this down into the adhesive and catch that magnet. And then when we put our cover pages on, it will cover it up. The only thing I want you to be really mindful of when you're putting your magnets in is leave yourself about a finger width around them if you can. These sometimes get a little tight, but here, so you can glue your paper down around it really good. Okay, now for the fun part, we get to cover this. So I'm going to be cutting mat pieces for here. On the inside, I'm going to cut for here and also here. And then we're going to do the cover and the back. Now, if you want the measurements for these items, we'll put that in the description below. We're just going to put a little music on and let you watch me cover this up. Breaking in here to ask you to hit that red subscribe button. It's free. Also hit the bell button beside it. You can help me reach my big goal this year of 400,000 subscribers. Okay, back to crafting. Okay, so I've got all of my pieces covered. I'm going to go ahead and put my legal pad in because I want to feel how, I want to feel the thickness of it, the body of it with it in there. And then I'm going to decorate. Now you'll notice I made this a sewing theme. That's because I just recently started sewing again in my spare time. And I thought this would be a neat little book to use to keep some of my sewing project ideas in. And I love that. So think about this. If you do pick up this craft set, let me show you what all's in it. I think this would be cute to make yourself a legal pad maybe for your card making, for your albums, because there's photography, there's, a hot glue gun, washi tape. You pretty much could make it for your stamping projects. Be cute to make yourself 2 or 3 for you to keep up with your projects on, especially since we're getting into the holiday seasons where we're making a lot of projects. I just think that's cute. All right, let's decorate. So the first thing I want to do, I found this cut apart, which is so cute. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy fabric, and that's pretty close. I love that. And then I cut this piece of wood grain from the same pattern pack to go behind it. And you'll notice I cut it a little wider than I usually do. I wanted it to kind of look like a picture. I think it kind of feels like it does. This piece is 3.5 by 4.5, and it's going to go somewhere up here, okay? But then I thought it might be cute to have something under it to kind of mimic, not be, but think it might be like a tablecloth kind of thing. I thought that'd be cute. So what I've done is I've cut this piece the whole width, and I'm going to do a little border punch on the bottom, and I may have another little idea for it. Look at this little border punch. It's so cute. I'm going to use this one along the bottom. I need to tell y'all something about these punches I've discovered. Recently, you saw me in a video like flip it over and continue the other side. That's always worked except for these frilly guys. When you have these little punches that are very, very intricate, it's better to do one side and then the other, just like I am here, how I did one side all the way down and now I'm coming to this side. And take your time. Do you see I'm taking my time to line that up? Take your time to line that up, because if you don't, you can get kind of a double punch and it just kind of messes up one of the little holes. So I just wanted to show you that. So this guy will live here, but I have another idea. You guys know how much I love stickers, and typically there's always like one long piece in your sticker sheet. I love this. I think this will be cute right along here. And I might even add the green to go with it. So I'm going to stick this kind of a little low for a second. I'm only going to stick one edge of it just to kind of see. And then I'm going to take the green one off and see if I don't like it kind of layered. Kind of have this little sticker right above it. I think I do like that. So let me stick the green down first and try to get it nice and straight. Trying to use those dots to help me line that up, and then we'll put the other one underneath it. And then we'll cut off the excess on the end. Looks like a little tablecloth, sort of. So let me show you my thought here. I feel like when I put this down, I kind of lose my scallop edge that I worked to get. So I've decided I'm going to back it with some of the same cream that I built the folio out of. I'm just going to cut it the same width so you'll be able to see it, and I think that'll be really cute. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down to this piece, and then I'm going to put it on my trimmer and trim it out. And I really think that will help I don't want to lose the look of the little tablecloth, and with a busy background like I've got, you can sometimes do that. All right, let's put these guys together. Now, you could pop this up on some foam. I'm not going to, but let me tell you why. If I'm sliding this in and out of a drawer, if I'm sliding it in and out of my backpack, I already have this little bit of a lift. I don't want to add to it on the front where it also can rip and tear. That'll help me get a little more use out of this over the years. So I'm just going to glue this straight down to our wood piece and then straight down to the folio. The beauty of this is the more you add to these little folio pieces like this, the sturdier they are. So it's a good thing to add it like this. It's not a bad thing. But again, I don't like to lift things up where it can kind of just get ripped. I mean, one bad push into your backpack or into a drawer and you can rip the whole little piece off, and I don't want to do that. Now, just for cutesies, I'm going to slide this guy right under here. And I know it's not a table, not a table or a tablecloth. I just thought the feel of that would be there. And look how little frilly that is. Isn't that cute? I love that. Let's put something here. Let me show you guys. We found this sticker that says every stitch is done with love. And this sheet, this way won't work. But if I turn it this way, see how the stitches are aligned? I think I'm going to put a line of stitches down and then put that little piece in the middle. So let me show you what I got to do. I don't have a piece long enough to do a single strip, so I'm going to have to kind of cut one myself. That's not a big deal. So I'm just going to come right here and see if I can get a good straight line out of these. And I'll need 2 of them because I'm going to have to run one at the top and one at the bottom. See, a little line of stitches will be so cute. So this, I think what I'm going to do, because I really don't want it in the dead center, I think what I'm going to do is run it like this and then bring my little sticker down like this and then finish off the distance underneath it. I think that'll be cute. So I'm going to glue this piece down and get all the length out of it I can. Then I'm just going to come from underneath and do it down here and then let the sticker cover where they don't meet, or where I'm not going to meet them up. So there's the front. Let's open up and see what else we can add inside. Look at this. Perfect spot for our sewing machine. Actually, let me see if there's anything I want to put under it. I'll put this here so you guys can see what we're looking at. So cute would be so cute under it. Let's use that one. So I'll put so cute down here. And then I'm going to put my sewing machine on top of it. Then I have these other little pieces. I think I'm just going to run them up just for cutesies, all up like this. I have a little thread here, and then I have another one. I had another one. Where did it go? Did you guys see that? Because that's hilarious. When I went to put this down, I couldn't find this guy because he was stuck to the back of this one. So pay attention. Don't make those kind of mistakes that I made. And yes, Shannon is laughing at me. It is funny. Okay, so see how I'm just laying these little guys out just because I think they're cute and I want to put them on there. So now, just to add a little cuteness here, I'm going to do some little stitching like these guys are all stitched together just using my Jelly Roll pen. Okay, I think that's cute. I added a couple more stickers so I could make the trail go all the way down. I'm going to stop there, but let me tell you why. This is just for me. I could do more. If I was giving it as a gift, I might do more, but this is perfect for what I want. Now I can make all my notes for patterns and things I want to do, or my shopping list or whatever. I love it. And I have a pocket, so I can make notes on here. Maybe it's a shopping list that I want to take to So Charming. Have I told you about So Charming? It's a store in my town that I'm in love with. If you come visit us, go to So Charming. You will love it. They have all the fabrics you would ever need. And look, I can put my little shopping list in my pocket, take this with me, make a wish list when I'm there because I love to do that too. So there you go. Now, won't this be a cute gift for you to make for people this year? I just think this would be great for you to make of any theme, even if it's just floral or if it's masculine. Anyone can use a notepad on their desk, and this is a super cute option. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope this will really help you with your gifting ideas this year. Also, you guys ask me about craft fair items all the time. I think this would be a great one because it's easily explained. It's not an album that you have to explain what you do with it. It's a legal pad holder, and it makes perfect sense, right? All right, guys, that is it. Another gift idea. Don't forget to subscribe. Please help me reach my big goal of 400,000 this year. And if you make one of these, I want to see it. There's 2 places you can do that. At our customer gallery at MaymayMadeIt.com or on our Facebook group, which is MaymayMadeIt and So Did I. Don't forget to open the description of this video for all your blog, measurement, products, everything. It's all in the description below. Thanks so much for being here. And until next time, bye now.